Welcome to another pod of Maiden of Blackwater. This time we're doing part 12, drop 12, which we're going to find Hisoka, Kurosawa, and it's going to be a long part. I cut out some bits because I mentioned beforehand, look at the map. Yeah, I got rid of the map bits for ya. Yuri ponders what she saw at the Lake of the Departed, Hisoka's shadow vanishing into a thick veil of mist. She recalls the tall torii gate rising from the lake, marking the entrance of the Shrine of the Water. Could Hisoka be in that shrine? Yuri knows she must find a way across. She goes to investigate the Shrine of the Ephemeral. There's some words I just still can't fucking say. Anyway, to the other side. Let's go. After a bit of this. There we go. Off she gets from the bed. There we go. Hisoka went to the lake of top of Mount Akami. Of that, I'm certain. A large torii gate is visible from the lakeside. There must be something out there. If Hisoka is out there, there might be some clues in her room as to why she went. Alright, well, let's go ahead and, search and investigate and figure out some shit. By going to Hisoka's room and salvaging through shit. I'm going to just change my thing to the 7 because, for the most part, I don't believe we get too many items in this chapter when it comes to film, besides the good shit. Into like the very later part of the chapter, so yeah. Oral tradition tells us of the Shrine of the Water. It is said to be the source of life and home to the sun god. People summoned by the cry of the mountain are said to pass through the shrine on their way to the gods. I am sorry for fucking up. I tried to find the sprint button and I accidentally pressed the fuck you button. There are claims of people offering up their thoughts and their souls to release them from their suffering. The shrine appears in several folk tales, but unfortunately no trace of the building itself has ever been found. Probably because it's in the afterlife, the Neverworld. The question is, where is this shrine located? Could it lie on top of a literal body of water as the name suggests? The Lake of the Departed on the summit is always covered in mist. The silhouette of a torii gate can be seen when the sun sets. Well then. If that is the Shrine of the Water, it is likely that only certain individuals, those granted special permission, were allowed to approach it via a boat. And I'm guessing that's what we're going to have to do this time. There's also a thing here. Nobody is falling next to the bed. Is this Hisoka's journal? Let's have a look-see. Everyone has secrets. Secrets they can never tell anyone. Secrets that cannot be shared. When people go missing, they take those secrets with them. Maybe it's the weight of those secrets that drive them to disappear. They must want to escape that heavy burden. Are you implying something, Hisoka? Someday, Yuri may learn of my secrets, my scars, but then we might finally be able to open up to each other. Maybe I'll be able to face this, head on, and make a fresh start. Uh-huh. Alright. Well, I can see we're doing a great job so far. Damn. Okay, so we gotta go through the items, because, we have to. What notes do we have? Miku! Miyu Hinasaki's mother. She has been able to see ghosts since childhood. When she lost her brother, her only blood relative, she moved in with her brother's friend and started working as his assistant. And I'm sure that went very well. When she got pregnant, she moved to a house owned by an old woman she knew, and it was there she gave birth to Miyu. She disappeared when Miyu was just 3 years old. What a great fucking mother she is. I can't believe this was our main character from the first game. She sure went to shit, didn't she? The place where the wedding ceremonies for shrine maidens who became pillars were held. The House of Joining exists between our world and the Netherworld, and is where sacrificed maidens were wed to men brought to the mountain. What else do you have to say to us? Only men chosen as suitable grooms could find the house. Once inside, they would first choose a maiden from among those whose votive pictures were hung on the wall. Yeah, I'm sure they had much of a choice in the matter of this. They would proceed to the Chamber of Vows, where their chosen bride would be waiting. Again, only the groom would be allowed into the chamber. Afterwards, the bride would return to her casket with the groom in tow, in order to spend eternity there with him as a pillar. What if they didn't want that? Oh wait, they would die. Got it. If we go down further, I believe there's... we're going to the chapter now. Miyu finally finds Mikio on Mount Akami, where she had entered into a ghost marriage at the House of Joining. Miku explains her desire to be reunited with her beloved, pleading for forgiveness. They head back to the shop. Yeah, she's not right in the head. Very not right in the head. Miyu and Miku lay side by side while they fall into a deep sleep, as we saw. So yeah, that's all the readables. Not much else to really explain with that one outside of, dear God, why are these collections still here? I will get rid of them eventually. Just bear with me. There's a lot I gotta just skim through. But just not in this part. In this part, it's gonna be long enough for me to have to go and fucking deal with just many of a maze. Also, gotta check the cupboard, the shelf, the thing. Thank you. One of these days, I'm gonna say a word that's really fucking stupid about that, and it's not gonna make any sense to anyone except myself. So anyway, we are now gonna head downstairs, and yeah, we're gonna head back outside, because I'm sure that's going to go very well. Very well, like always. See, even the Shrine Maiden is looking forward to it. Well, we do know that Miyu is, you know, back here, so maybe we can go talk to her a little bit. I'm sure she has something insightful for us. Oh, hey, there she is. Let's see what she has to say to us.
If you leave, you won't be coming back. You're still not sure, are you? You're wondering if you should go or if you should stay.
Okay, that was a great bit of dialogue right there, but unfortunately, we are going and we will be coming back. Because we've been through this shit so many times, it's really not holding up anything on it trapping us, honestly. Hisoka is in the shrine on the water, or on the other side of the lake. Okay? There was a boat at the shrine of the ephemeral. I can use it to get across. Okay? Now, I could go behind me and get the Type 0, because I'm pretty sure it's still there, but, I don't think we need to. What I will do, however, is enter in here, and, you know, the Shrine of the Ephemeral. There's a boat here. I saw a small boat here when I found Miyu. Yes, you already said that. The Shrine Maiden was in it. It must be the boat that they used to reach the other shrine. And as we can see, the map will show us the wharf. So we must go inside the wharf. But first off, I'm going to collect the item that's over there. Because it's going to be a strong film type. And we're going to need all the film we can get. So yeah, for the most part, we're going to be starting off with a fun one. And yeah, from here on, it's going to be a lot of running around trying to figure out where the fuck to go. By the way, remember those flame fuckers in the last part? How there were like 4 of them in the 2-type row? Well, here's another one for you. Now, this time, as I mentioned in the previous part, I did look up a bit of a guide beforehand for the map because I kind of knew this was going to be a bit of a maze. And, yeah, for the most part, I did find out about the thing. Where if I, you know, just go through and fuck them up, or fuck one of them up, and then the other guy tries to heal, if I go close to him, and, you know, just touch him while he's like that. There we go. There we go. There we go. That kills him instantly, and they're both down for the count. The ancient rituals performed on Mount Hikami continues to this day. If Hisoka is in the Shrine of the Water, it means she'll become a pillar. Oh boy. So yeah, I'm gonna try to remember that from here on if I ever encounter those fuckers again. I don't know when I'll ever encounter them again at this point. Oh hey, a readable. Let's see what it has to say. It mentions the Shrine of the Ephemeral. It seems to be about why it was built. Dedication. The Shrine of the Ephemeral houses 3 pillars who guard the mountain's pure water. One for the caskets, one for the forbidden flame, one for the water. The water passes through the shrine, purified by the flame. And the flame fuckers I want dead. To proceed, one must receive permission from 2 maidens. With the 2 keys, receive the blessing of the maidens on the water. Got it. So guess what? That's a hint that we're doing a lot of key hunting. Also in that walkthrough, people were saying that there is some kind of like, you know, a spirit you can sort of see across from here. There isn't a spirit here. It's actually a 2D tree, which as you go forward disappears. So people kind of think that was a ghost. Even the uploader of that walkthrough thought it was a fucking ghost. It was funny. It was really funny to read when I found out that it was just a tree. Anyway, as we continue on forward, the boat is pretty much to my right over here. And if we go over to it, as you go to another loading bit, oh hey! There's something in the boat. It's a white book of a water design. This must have belonged to that bride. Let's have a look, see what it has to say. I have been chosen to be the Great Pillar. It is such an honor. A girl from a tiny village became the Great Pillar. The other maidens wept. They wouldn't stop crying, so I had to console them. The bitches. I'll be the Great Pillar. They gave me the name Kurosawa. From now on, I shall be called Osei Kurosawa. Okay, the camellia flower is engraved on the key. And guess what? It's right next to us, the door. So yeah, we now know of how Osei got her name. The gate stands the wall on the far side. The shrine on the water must be on the other side of that gate. The keys to that gate must be somewhere in this building. We gotta find it. Now as we go back, we get this. Unfortunately, I can't take the picture fast enough. Oh well. But what I can do is head over to my left from here. Again, I'm on the other end, which is going to be some more embers. And then go to that door, in which there will be another ghost to take a picture of, and the doorway that we need to unlock. Now, this place was already pretty big to navigate in and kind of confusing in times. It gets worse. It gets worse from here, because once you get through these doors, it kind of just makes it a lot more of a loop around, so much so that I just get kind of lost at points, and I need the map. So, yeah, it sucks, but what can you do? By the way, there are some encounters that I think are supposed to happen, but I somehow avoid, so yeah, there's that. Looks like a cave outside the ladder's window. Stone Buddha statues are lined up in the dark. I kept my 14 on because around here is a ghost, and I thought by taking a picture of this guy, yep, that one, a maiden would come in. But that didn't happen. I did not get caught in a maiden trap, so I guess there are just some random encounters that are going to piss us off a bit. That'll be fun. What is not random, however, is this fucker. Sorry, I was a bit too early. Someone's banging there. It was like a person. This fucker. There we go. I think I wrecked him. But he's not dead yet. He will be, though. Come on. You know you wanna. Yep, he done. I can't touch him, though. But he does give me a lily flower engraved on a key. And now, from the womb path, we have to go to that door. And he gone. Let's move on forward, because if we do, and I move to my 7, over here we'll be able to get closer to the Torii Gate to our right, which we can't just walk over to. But there is a ghost. It's Osei, I believe. Or just a random maiden. And over here, Hisoka's on the other side. There are several large ceremonial flowers lying on the surface. Beyond them I can see a gate, seemingly floating on the water. Those are massive flowers, Jesus. There's nothing but mist beyond the gate. How the fuck do you grow those? Those are giant. Anyway, if you continue on forward from here, and enter up into this area, which over to my right will be another ghost. And she's beckoning, so we gotta follow. So yeah, as you can see, it's mainly just a lot of running around in an area that we have not explored yet. And trying to find shit. We know this area, but we're on the other side of like this wall here, so there is that. We have to go around here, because to our right from here will be a door and a hole we can crawl through. This will lead us, if I can get under here, to the first of these statues, which are supposed to be maidens, which are covered in talismans, I think, or something like that. I forgot the name of them. I'm sorry. I fucked up. I was a little bit too off the cue. A box appeared at the foot of the statue. It contains a plate key and a notebook. Cherry blossoms are engraved on this one. It's a white book of a water design. We've seen this before. Through training, shrine maidens approach death. The closer they get, the more they lose themselves, but the maiden must keep strong. By getting closer to death, it is possible to know everything. Is it, though? This is how we are able to glance people's thoughts. We all leave behind powerful echoes of ourselves, and as long as those echoes remain, a soul cannot move on. A shrine maiden must help the soul pass to the netherworld. Okay. Okay, then. They must take on those final thoughts, resonate with them, and continue to embrace them. This is the shrine maiden's true role. Huh. So, they're a Grim Reaper? Okay. Anyway, we need to get the fuck out of here, because there's nothing else around here. I can't even interact with the statue. But as we leave, remember how the flame guys were annoying? Well, there's another enemy that I hate as well. These bitches. So, much like the flame bricks, these floating fucking bitches are also a pain in the ass Fatal Frame. And what's worse is they will just casually float into me, and I can't do shit about that. Because the dodge button doesn't want to fucking work when that happens. And I can just get stuck on the walls here because it's a fucking hallway. And I'm surrounded in water as well, so my movement is very slow. So yeah, it's not a fun time. It's not a fun time at all. Anyway, these absolute pains in the asses are going to be appearing quite a lot of times, what the flame pricks did in the previous part. Rarely, I can just dance around with them. Like this. This does not happen that often. Usually what happens is they go directly at me, and then I get fucking caught. But if I can find the moment to actually do this, it really helps. But yeah, they do not do that very often. Instead, what they do is this shit, and then I get stuck on a fucking wall, and I can't dodge, and I get grabbed, and I have to somehow get the Fatal Frame shot to get free. So yeah, again, this won't be the last time we'll see them in this part, and they will be pretty annoying even afterwards. At least I can touch them for points. Anyway, this is the first time where I actually get out the map, because after I get out of this entire hallway area, I don't know where to go. Like, I really do not know where I need to go in direction-wise, because it's a big area. There's a lot to explore, and random enemies can appear at any point if you're wasting your time. So, outside of healing myself, because I did take some damage, I did look at the map. I had a bit of a look at where I should be going, and I cut that out for you from this video, so that you're not going to be wasting your time. There you go. So yeah, for the most part, I did that twice, I believe, in this entire video. And, yeah. This is legitimately me trying to figure out where everything leads. And when we go over here, we end up in this staircase area, where if we go this way, there was, I believe, that well. And then, like, there's an item here I can grab, I believe. I think there's a type 0 that always appears here. Then there is the room where it's like, I believe there's a desk there. And then there's the hallway. So yeah, here's that. And, oh yeah, the lantern room, I guess. We call it lantern room if we want. But yeah, we were here before, like, videos ago. But, yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while, and me remembering the layout of this area, not that easy, considering I think a lot of this fucking area, we only explored in one level, in like one entire chapter, and that's it. And there was a lot. There was a lot of area to explore. Anyway, as we go inside this room, we meet an old friend, the Hanged Woman. It's been a while since we've met her. Remember when the Hanged Woman was quite a thing in the game? Remember how she was quite a force to be reckoned with? Yeah, that sure went the fuck down, didn't it? That role sure just kind of disappeared for her. And now she's just kinda annoying, because we're in a room with walls. And of course the fatal frame goes away as soon as she gets out of the fucking wall. So yeah. This fight does suck, but only because of walls. If it wasn't because of walls, fighting the Hanged Woman is not that bad, because she is pretty easy to take care of. But because of walls, she's a massive pain in the ass, and I hate her. Because of walls. I decided to just shut her chancer, because I just got bored. And now she's behind the wall, so I can't do anything with her. And that's it. Anyway, I gotta look down. Can I... Game. There we go. Nice. A lot of this film never gonna end up using, but for point reasons, we're gonna need it. Though, I will say that I will end up trying the Type 0 in this part, because we do end up fighting against one of the big bosses, I guess you can say. And I don't know, I felt like giving the Type 0 like at least a try for once, considering we've never actually properly used it, and only ever really just collected it for points. So yeah. To my left, by the way, is the door we have to go to. It uses the lily plate, so there you go. And inside, a lot of open reliquaries. Stuff is barely visible beneath the surface of the dark water in the box. It looks almost like a person. Is it? Is it, though? Talismans hang from a box filled with dark water. It looks like there's something in there. I think I called it a talisman before, so I think I got it correct. Thank fuck. There is dark water inside the open box. Something large appears to be inside, but even my flashlight, I can't see what's inside. Even with a candle, we can barely see what's inside. It just looks like a thing. The open box filled with water. The water is as black as ink. Even my flashlight, I can't see what's inside. We're saying a lot of the same thing, just differently described. But there is writing here that I can at least read that isn't covered in the black ink. And all text left on the darkened floor. Those without the power shall not be placed in reliquaries. If one who is weak is placed inside, they will not survive the pain of the black water and enter the netherworld. Those hindered souls shall not be given a proper death. Metal. Anyway, let's just leave, because the rest of these boxes we can't interact with. And, yeah, I don't think staying around here with a bunch of open fucking boxes of black water is going to be very good for us. There are spots where I thought they were doors, but they're not. And, there is a door here. Right there, in fact. And from this is where we need to be. Because as we go forward, to my left, an item. Lovely, I'll be needing that. And to my right, there we go. But also to my right is a box, a little gift. And what could this be? Oh, I know what it is. It's a lens, but what kind of lens? The Zero Lens, a lens that deals more damage to targets the lower your health is. We're not going to use it, because we don't want our health to be that low. There's something shine on the corpse, or whatever it is that's hanging inside the well. Well, we know what to do here. Maybe able to get it down. There we go. You loosened the rope. How did we loosen it? I don't know. With our hands. Anyway, with that, we can now leave. But first, I do have these points. And Yuri is a character we do want to get at the very least close to the max stats on. So, yeah, I decided to, you know, really just max out her sensor. And also her absorption, in case we do need the lens. Which we don't, but I will give the lens a shot at moments, so that you can see how the absorption really works once you upgrade it. Because we upgraded it twice, so the absorption is going to be a bit more useful. It's going to give us a bit more spirit power the more shots we do. By the way, who are we going to use it on? Why the fuck are that's in here? Because we're stuck in here. And this is a really shitty place to be stuck in with this bitch. It's round 2, baby. And this room really fucking sucks. And so does the game, because Jesus Christ. And I know she's gonna attack me again, which I miraculously somehow avoided. But, oh boy. This is a very obnoxious bit, because there's not much I can really do here. And if I take a shot, then, yeah, she's gonna, you know, body me. So, yeah. Oh, now I can't even get her on the roof. And I'm gonna get grabbed. God damn it! Now, I just tried one of the lenses I have. I don't remember which one, but I do have a powerful one. Now, some of them can be used on, like, 2 bars, but others, you can utilize it with full bar. And, I'm pretty much going to use that full bar. So what I just did there was I used the full bar of my spirit power to use one of my lens, my powerful lens, to basically game end her, because you saw that was 500 damage. The lens can be useful, it's just, it's very circumstantial, and as you can see I'm low now. But first, map time, I jump cut from it, now we move on. So I have to go this way, not the way we came, but this way. Because once we go down this path, now we're back in the regular hallway, where I can just, go right downstairs, and now we're back where the boat is. You see, if I didn't use the map, I'd genuinely be confused how I got back here. So, yeah. That's the confusion of this whole thing. I would have gone all the way back just to take care of just getting back to here, but I could have just gone forward past that door to get all the way back because I'm right close to it. It is not that obvious to me, and when you find these asshole ghosts, it becomes harder to know. It's a large key that engravings remind me of the black boxes. It's a reliquary key. No shit, it reminds you of them. So yeah, this map kind of sucks. It reminds me of some of the games beforehand where they had very mazy sort of, maps and such where you had no idea where to really go and you needed kind of sort of a guide in a way if you didn't want to get too lost. And for me, I just had to really map shit out. It's not the worst, but it's not fun. Also, I believe there was supposed to be a ghost here as well. I avoided that as well. There was supposed to be like a guy with a box on his back. Didn't show up. But don't worry, there'll be a ghost that does show up later on that I didn't expect because I thought the entire area that we'll be going to was completely, rid of ghosts except for like the boss. But I was wrong. I was very wrong. Also, I got fucking lost already because I went backwards. So, you can see the problem. Because I forgot that I'm supposed to go all the way to the right just so I can get back. It is a bad thing when the map is so confusing that you just don't know where you are direction-wise. And that is what happened to me. I didn't know if I had to go left or right. Anyway, downstairs, there is a healing item over here. It's still here. It's that medicine. So, open the gate door here and just grab it. But yes, the reliquary box. We saw it before, but we never had any way of actually opening it or doing anything with it except for examining, I believe. But we have the key now, so we can go inside and see what's inside. And, it's interesting, I'll say that much. So if I click into the lock, reliquary is now open. It's a crawl area, and inside of here are 3 items. One of them is a healing item, which I will go ahead and grab. One is a readable, which I will go ahead and grab, and then read for you. In all text been left in the altar, I can make out the word glance. To glance at someone is to take on their thoughts, their secrets. The weak do so with a touch, while the strong can do it with a look, a true glance. Howsoever it is done, the result shall be the same. So, we're the weak, but the mains are the strong because they can do that weird glance move. This power is of the netherworld. By drenching oneself in the mountain's waters, the heart melts and joins with the water, strengthening the one who glances. Getting close to death also brings strength, allowing one to take on more thoughts, more secrets. Okay. Anything else you want to align us with? Strong thoughts make for stronger pillars. The thoughts are sealed with the pillar inside the reliquary. To open the box and let these thoughts overflow is to invite disaster and is forbidden. Too bad that when we have the fucking camera, they make themselves very open to a fatal frame shot when they do their little glance. Also, a small box placed in front of the crouching statue and contains a plate key. The moon is engraved on the key. Oh god, the moon is back. The crouching statues, they must represent these 3 shrine maidens. I now have the moon and cherry keys. Yep, we needed 2 keys to open this door, which is not obvious on where it is, because we haven't gone there yet. But now we must head all the way back to the boat again, so that we can go up the stairs where that one ghost was that I could take a picture of, in order for us to open the door behind it, which is requiring the moon and the cherry keys, so that we can get our last bit of items before we can go to the boat. And yeah, for the most part, yeah, it is a lot of back and forthing. It's kind of a lame chapter. But then again, the series had a lot of this, so if you're not used to it by now, then how the fuck did you get this far? Genuinely. How'd you get this far in the series? So yeah, over to my left, as the game tries its best to load the areas, there is a door here. And we insert the plates, and unlock the door. And inside is the final of these statues, as well as, I believe, a readable to my left and a item to my right. In the middle of the room is a statue of a crouching woman. It's the Water Guardian Shrine Maiden, I think. Alright, the camera's reacting to it. Oh, no ghosts. How lucky. There's something in the photo. The gate is open. The Shrine on the Water's Torii Gate can be seen in the distance. The three maidens. The statue of the Water Guardian Shrine Maiden turned to face outside. She has ass. That's where the gate to the lake is. Maybe it's open now? Possibly. All takes left in front of the statue clutching his knees. From its ass. Once the black water flowed forth, the three strong pillars threw themselves in and the shadow spring was sated. The three pillars eventually succumbed to the darkness. They live on statues in the Shrine of the Ephemeral. So these are the mains, I guess. The three pillars. The three pillars collapsed and 5 more took their place. All of Mount Hakami became a barrier, one the black water could not overcome. So long as Mount Hakami stands, the black water shall never again overflow. About that. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just get my film to something more stronger than the 7. And get the Type 0. And over here is not a readable, which I will go ahead and grab as well. What does that to say? An old text was left on a crumbling bookshelf. Maidens in the black water and reliquaries as pillars. The maidens sleep as pillars, neither alive nor dead, living the pain of others in a cycle unending. The stronger the pillar, the greater the pain they endure. How is this heaven? How the fuck is this a heaven to them? When the pain is too much, the box opens, the pillar melts to the black water. This weakens the water against the shadow spring until the mountain cries out in pain. A cry as of the maiden's pain, a sign of calamities to come. This whole plan sucks. Let's be real here. This plan fucking sucks. I genuinely feel like these people were dooming themselves for a long fucking time. And only now are they truly fucked. By the way, you know who else is fucked? This bitch right here, because it's goddamn round 3. Though she's gotten a bit of a different look, and she is the easier version of her floaty fucking counterparts. Because she is more often to actually try to attack me, which means I have more of a chance to get a fatal frame shot, which means I can kick her ass. Though this move is annoying, because she has to be severely close, I believe, before I can actually get any kind of a fatal frame from that. So, yeah, my timing is going to be just completely off. Anyway, she is still going to be easy to take care of compared to the other floating pricks. All even is a shadow chance on her. Come on. Let's dance. Come on. I want you to attack me. Lucky me, because my camera got a bit stuck there. But I got her. And now the touch. And there we go. The camera's reacting to something. Type 7 and fire. And there we go. And the gate opens. The gate is open. We can now leave. Hisoka's on the other side. How do you know? Genuine, like, how do you know she's not dead? That's my question. And now here's a completely new area which you've never been to before, which is supposed to be mazy, but is very much a straightforward hallway. So it's easier to navigate than where we were before. The shrine on the water. So, there's a few things we can go ahead and do. For instance, grabbing items. Very nice. Another thing is examining things. There's a large shrine across the water. I think you can get there through the left-hand corridor. And the third thing is basically just running around a sort of maze where there are some blocked paths, but otherwise it is very easy to figure out where you need to go. Because it very much is a straightforward path. Type 61. Now, I genuinely thought this, that this entire area would have no enemies until you actually take care of the boss. I was very wrong, and it kind of surprised the shit out of me that I was wrong. Because I don't think I ever saw anyone else actually encountering enemies in here. So, when I got an enemy here, I was like, wait, what the fuck? And, I was not prepared to, you know, fight a goddamn maiden. Well, I was able to dodge. Unfortunately, I was switching to, you know, the thing, because I was at 7, and not an actual fighting type. So, yeah, I believe on 61 right now, because I just want to take her out. Now I'm still on 17, and I take it to 61 later on. I think I changed to 61. And run on cue. And that defeats her. No, it doesn't. She still has health. But she's gonna keep doing this glance thing, which, you know... Oh. Wait. Yeah, she was... The fatal frame for that glance thing makes them so open even if you fuck up. It's funny. Like, if you're unable to fatal frame the maidens, I don't know what to say, man. When I do the glance thing, you have, like, a good 10 seconds to get the shot. Even if you have to dodge her attack. Like, you have time. Anyway, there's some more film here. Including the Type Zeros. And some more healing items, in case you need that as well. I noticed there have been no hands this entire part. Have you noticed that? Usually the game just loves to throw fucking hands at me to just mess with me when I try to grab items, but it's not really doing that this time. The hand's kind of taking a bit of a vacation for this chapter. I prefer that. Even though there are a lot of items you can grab out here, the hand never appears, so that's nice of the game. And by the way, that maiden fight is the only fight I have out here. Besides the boss, that was my only fight in this entire area for this chapter. So, yeah. Only one fight. There's a small shrine submerged in water behind the broken fence. Okay. Looks like a bit of a house, in a way. Like a tiny house. If we continue on forward from here, there is a dead path, but also there is collectible over here, so I'll go ahead and grab that. Type 0. If we go down here, like I said, dead path, so we can't go forward. Yeah, the hallway has collapsed. Most of the eastern half of the corridor has fallen in. So, not much we can do about that. What we can do is actually go to the middle area, but we can't go around this little spot here. We have to go forward from this spot all the way through, because the left and right sides are broken down. And over here, there's something fuck it. 3 large Buddha statues to line up on the other side of the ladders. I was going to say interact with, but my mount decided to be a fucking idiot. And hey, an item. A stone mirror, in fact. Nice. I know it's a mirror stone. I keep calling it a stone mirror. I don't care. One more item around here, and that will be, I believe, a healing item. Yep. And yeah, no hand. Nice. The end of the corridor has collapsed. The eastern half of the building all seems to have to collapse, which most of it sunken in the water. So yeah, this entire bit of the area, dead. Can't investigate it, it's gone. But we can investigate this building here, which does have Hisoka in here. And you already know where she is. Of course it's a fucking box. Well, let's go ahead, go to type 0 for a reason, and open the box.
Hisoka.
Stay away, Yuri. You mustn't be here. I have become a pillar. This is it for me. If I stay here, you'll be safe. So please, just go.
No, I
won't let you do it. If you still want to die, I'll die with you. You may think that you have no one, but that's not true. You're not alone. I'm here with you, so please, just stay with me, even if it's just for a while, just a little longer.
Do you remember that time? The promise we made? Please, just stay for a little while. Hisoka!
Hisoka, no! Anyway, I tried to type 0 here thinking this will do like a fuck ton, but it did less than when I did the fucking lens shot. So, yeah. I just went to like my other types. Cause yeah, the type 0 sucks. And then I have the big issue of how this fight actually works. If you don't get her on the first time, she doesn't even become like defeatable at this point. Instead, you have to get rid of all of her balls, like her faces that's been around her, and then you can fight her again. Otherwise, you can't even, like, touch her. So, yeah. I get rid of it, and now I can fight her again. In which she decides to shoot fucking balls at me. A Shudder Chance is not going to be the right move. But I do get to get, like, 9 spots. I'm wondering what happens if you actually do fill that entire bar. Like, if you do get, like, the whole, what, 12 spots there? Like, what happens? Anyway. She goes for the attack again. And there we go. I have to get her down to a certain amount of health before I can actually touch her. So yeah, this is one of the annoying bits. She doesn't go to bubble mode though, so I can do it again with better film. But yeah. Now she's at a point where I can touch her. So, touch her, and get a cutscene.
Forgive me.
I see. So she's... That's good then. It's hard to explain. I'm sad that she's gone, of course, but I feel relieved. She's been missing for so long. The worst part was not knowing. I just needed to know what happened to her, no matter what. Thank you.
Don't. It's all right. I finally found you. Everything's going to be okay.
Thank you so much. I'm so sorry.
Come on, Hisoka. Let's go home. Together. We've spent enough time in this place.
Really? Because I feel like we spent a lot more time in the previous era than this one. Oh, I went right like an idiot. Sorry. But yeah, I guess we can leave. I mean, it's raining now, so we're going to end up blooming again on that little corner there. I mean, we don't have to. We can just stay about a bit and dry up a bit. But, you know, gotta get the fuck out of here, so we kind of gotta rush a little bit. But yeah, if we're in a dry spot, it will decrease a bit. But yeah, like, we're gonna end up blooming regardless. Unless we use an ember. I'm not using an ember. I will say that me using that Type 0 was a mistake, honestly, because it didn't do me any favors, and I feel like it actually fucked me over a bit on score. So, yeah, a bit of a bad move, but I now know that from this point onward, the Type 0 is only going to be used for points and not for attacking, because it's that fucking shit. Very sad to know that, but what can you do? Anyway, let's leave, shall we? And let's end this chapter with one more cutscene with Hisoka and Yuri. I'm sure it'll be very enlightening and charming.
It's nice and warm.
such a little thing, but I've never really noticed just how much of a difference a little warmth can make. I wanted to jump, but now... Can I please stay here? Just for a while. This is just what I need. Right now.
It's nice and warm.
Yuri boarded the boat of passage, taken to the Shrine of the Water, the final destination for Shrine Men set to become pillars. Yuri found Hisoka inside the shrine and took her safely back to the antique shop. The bond between the two of them grew even stronger. Nice. So yeah, that's it for this chapter. And while I was putting an S here again, I actually got an A, probably because I used the type 0 when I fucking shouldn't have. Yeah, I fucked it. Anyway, next time, the third team drops help the ghosts from getting into the shop. Rui, Miyu, Miku, Hisoka, and Yuri have all returned from Mount Kami. The Dark Sun has followed them. The mountain will not let them go. Ren must protect them alone. We'll be doing that next time. Thank you for watching. I'll see you then for a literal fucking ghost fight gauntlet. Not a joke.